Hi and welcome to my playhouse, and today we're in the basement. I have these Redodo batteries that I wanted to connect to my solar system and disconnect the Pylontechs that I have on here. And short backstory, these are lithium iron phosphate battery, and these are 25.6 volts, but I have two of them, and that makes it 51.2 volts. And I have the Pylontechs connected to my solar system right now, and they are more like 48 volts. And 48 volts does not seem to be the winning voltage, so I want to go with 51.2 volts, and you can't mix them because the voltages are exactly enough apart so that it doesn't work out very well. These are 16 cells inside and the Pylontechs are 15 cells inside, so that's where the difference lies. Like a normal lead acid batteries, they have a little bit of a lower voltage, but there's like 6 cells inside of one of those to make 12 volt. And in lithium iron phosphate batteries, there are 4 cells inside to make 12 volt. So here is where that battery is, and the other one is in here, in the creepiest of the basement. It's down there. I have been messing with seeing where I could place them. And these are the two Pylontechs that are 48 volt batteries. They're powering the house right now, so they're working perfectly. But I want to change to the Redodo battery, and I was thinking about putting them down here and connecting them kind of the same way with a couple of leads over here to the inverter, like that. And I would put I'll put one of these. It's kind of it's a breaker. It's an 80 amp breaker. 80 amp is the same amount of power that the inverter is limited to put forth and back to the batteries. So my thought is to put one of these in between the battery and the inverter for a kind of not as much safety as just the convenience of being able to press this button and then the battery is disconnected. Because the Pylontechs, they have a very nice on and off switch over here, and you would be surprised how often in the start where you need to use that button to reboot the system. I hope that I don't need to do that as often now, but yeah, it's very convenient to have that and being able to disconnect the battery. So I'm gonna put that in. As said, not as much as for security, but as a convenient and a little bit security. I cannot read all of the comments of my videos, and I got some good suggestions that for the cable for these, I should look into starter cables because they're very thick. And I have actually had that thought before. So I had starter cables laying around. And both of them are like 25 millimeters and 3.5 meters, and very often this is the cheapest way to get this thickness of cable, because when you buy it loose, I do have something over here, you often pay more for it than if you get a starter cable set like this. So I don't know if we should we could sacrifice one of the cables, but I do have the loose cables as well. I was talking about in the last video that I wanted to copy the cable of the Pylontech. I have that here, a piece of it that I cut off, and this is 35 millimeter square cable that is used, and that is rated for approximately 120 amps. For this cable, 25 millimeters are rated for approximately 100 amps. The fuse box is 80 amps, so I'm leaning towards going with the 25mm cable, as it is just for this one battery pack, and these batteries are limited to 100 amps. Okay, I think we should try one of these cables. It's considerably, I believe it's considerably cheaper than the other cable that I purchased. I do not have the prices, but yeah, I did buy this at some point, so there is a smaller fortune in cable here. I have a tendency to buy a lot of stuff and not get stuff done. We're gonna need the soldering iron at some point. Let's get this out of here. It has been, I think I purchased this at a point where I wanted to try and make a battery welder. I've seen that on the on YouTube, someone just connecting some batteries and welding with it. I thought that was a brilliant idea, I want to do that. And I purchased the cable to connect the batteries, and the project died for no good reason whatsoever, but well, I lost interest. Happens all the time. So, okay. Looks like that. I need to go and get my glasses. I think I've changed my mind here. I'm scratching the leads in this cable, and they turn from copper to more silvery-ish like, which probably means that this cable is not pure copper, but it's copper coated. So I have some magnets here, but it's not magnetic, so my best guess is that it's copper coated aluminium. So I think we're gonna go with the other cable. I do believe that is better quality. So back in the package it goes. We could just check the other one now that we're at it. Know what we're looking for. They do claim that it's rated for 350 amps, but that is only for a short amount of time while the car starts. Oh, these are tough. Yeah, this is a different cable, I'll check that. Yeah, this is the same thing. When I scratch this cable, it also becomes silvery like underneath, so it's not a pure copper cable. So, well, I better check the hopefully good quality cable as well. This cable is okay. It becomes a bit more shiny, but it doesn't turn silver. So in my last video on this, I showed you that I bought this crimping tool. It comes with well, shrink wrap and everything. It also comes with clamps, or these eyes to put on different stuff. But I actually had a box. I think I purchased them at the same time that I purchased this cable. And what I see is that they're a little bit better quality, so I'm gonna use the better quality eyes. Not gonna rule out that I might be using these at a later point, but as this is the first battery pack, all of the load is gonna be on this battery pack, and yeah, they might see a bit more current than when I connect the next one and the next one and the next one at some point. So we're gonna go with the highest quality available for us to us right now. So yeah, it's these, and they fit on top of this. I need to cut the cable a little bit. It's a bit too long. So yeah, there we are. The cable is on. It's about the right length. So we're gonna crimp it with the crimper. And I've already set it to 25 millimeters, I guess, or is that 16 millimeters? 50 millimeters. Yeah, I think that is 25 millimeters. not satisfied with it. It crimped, but I crimped it a couple of times and it was still loose. So that is why I like soldering them as well. So I said earlier in the video that I was going to turn on the soldering iron, and I did. And I'm going to solder this connection as well, so that it would be really bad if this wasn't tight and the connection would move. It might actually start a fire. So there is a tiny little hole here, so I think I can warm up this thing and solder down there. I've managed that in the past. Takes a bit of time to heat up all of this connector, but when you get it, and you can pull the soldering iron down that hole, and it will connect to the wires in there. I think that must be good. Oh, don't burn the soldering. It's really hot right now. When it's cooled down, I'm gonna put this one on. But while that cools off, I'm gonna do the black one. So the black one is done, so the red one is ready to have the heat shrink on. Okay, so the red ones will fit here, but the black ones are another size and they will not fit. That's irritating. But once again, Lidl to the rescue. They have had sets like this, so I think we do have some that will do the trick. So we just need to cut a piece that is about the same size as the red one. So we'll just measure the red one is over here and the black one is there. So we cut it there. Black piece. I think this might, yeah, this is better quality than the one that came with the tool as well. So, yep, winner, winner. Okay, I'm messing with this thing, and it comes with a, well, we can see it on this side. It comes with an in thing, copper colored. It looks a bit too gold to actually be copper, so I have no idea. Some thought of paint, or it's not paint. It's some thought of metal. Could be gold, but it's a very thin layer if so. So yeah, I managed to get that through. I do like that this thing comes with tools. So there is a tool to disconnect this, and it's just an Allen key, so it's a very cheap tool there. And then this thing comes out, which is a bushing that goes around the cable, and then the cable go inside. So I've been messing with that and making sure that the cable goes on the bushing. Somebody has soldered on the back of it. Yeah, someone has to clean that up. That's not gonna go in. So just a second. Let's get rid of that. Let's heat that up. Probably okay. So let's see if it will go in now. Oops. There, it goes in. So yeah, but I messed up. I put this one on, or I put that one on before I put that one on, so I need to take that one off. But at that point I've already put that one on, and that was a bitch to get on. So now I've soldered that in place so that it doesn't go anywhere, and then I'm gonna take this one off, put this one, yeah, It's just, I was afraid that this is pretty tight, so when I took that out, there was the danger of this one just going pop, and that would be 5 minutes of work wasted, and I'm not into that. So fixed. Now this thing is on, so I can pop it in here, and I can put the screw in. That one, the golden screw. We can tighten that up really good. Oh, I hope the screw goes in far enough. That would be an issue. That's okay. Okay, that is in really tight too, so I need to make the other one that will actually go to the inverter. So let's just make sure that this works. One of the screws here, and that is able to go in there perfectly. Very nice. Awesome. So you should not be able to see the difference, but this is actually the other Redodo battery, and I haven't activated it yet. I showed in the first video that it's not active when you get it. So if you measure the voltage, there it's like 3.3 volts. So to activate it, you need to charge it a little bit. So we're gonna do that. Just to wakey. So I tried with a resistor, if I pop a resistor on there it might open up, but it did not. So I have the power supply here, and it's set to charge with 27.9 volts, which is fine. I expect 26 point something, so just gonna put the leads on here and charge. And it woke up. You can see now that I remove it, we're at 26.37. So the battery is awakened. So now I can I can move it back in. Okay, so my thought was that I would place them there, but I have realized that this space is not big enough for two more, which would have been awesome. Kind of annoying. They're too wide to fit in my shelf. Four of them would be cool. That would make approximately 10 kilowatt hours on each shelf. That would be very nice. But let's just place them there anyway. Things are turning out more complicated. I have these bus bars, or it's not a bus bar, it's a connector between the batteries, and I was hoping to use that here, but it's clearly too short between those two batteries. So yeah, I was not expecting that, but I think I can connect this now. Screwdriver to fasten it. Good thing about this screwdriver is that it's too short to short circuit anything, so it's not able to go between. Well, there's a bit of meaning to the minutes, so I need something to go between there, a cable or something else. And the idea is, it would be nice to put that thing around there or something, so that it I could press it and disconnect. Yeah. I fixed the other end, and I have put tape around it so that it doesn't touch anything. So that part is good. But I really wanted to connect this so that I could see how long the negative black lead has to be to meet up with the red wire on the other end. Just about there. Good. I can put a connector on that one. And then I just need to figure out something in that middle thing. That's annoying. Okay, this is kind of disappointing. I can't get any further than this. Well, I could probably mount this one, drill a couple of holes and mount that. But I've run out of the attachments for the battery terminals here. I don't have the right sizes. I have some wire, but I don't have the right sizes, and I think I want the right sizes, and I don't think I want to go and drive 1 hour one way and buy something and drive an hour back again. So I'll have to do that over this coming week when I'm out driving anyway for work. So I think very disappointing. I'm gonna leave it here. I do believe that the cabling here is rather important, so I kind of want it to be okay-ish. It's gonna be replacing these very professional batteries up here, and yeah, we want something equally quality ish. Other batteries are gonna be joining these, but as these are the first one, these are the batteries that are gonna be moving me away from the 15 cell setup and 48 volts to the 16 cells and 51.2 volts. So yeah, they should be equally good. I couldn't get it up and running anyway if I had the stuff, because I don't want these batteries to be sitting without a charge, and right now they're really low. They're running the house, so they're kind of low, and I want to disconnect them when they're kind of when they have a good charge, and then connect the other batteries and run from there. Kind of, I do also want to have these charged up so that they kind of get a good charge. So it's kind of a thing that I have to switch from these batteries to these batteries at the right time when I can charge them up and do stuff. So yeah, I didn't get nearly as far as I wanted to, I must admit, but I did get part of the way. Yeah, I didn't get as far as I wanted to. I had hoped for more. So I will naturally be continuing this when I get the right pieces. So yeah, you have plenty of time to give me your opinion in the comments below. Until then, thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.